I've been using the Razer Huntsman V3, the new fastest keyboard in the world, for the last 2 weeks or so now, and today I'll be talking about my thoughts on it and letting you know if I think it's worth getting. Before the video starts, be sure to use code PINCH in the item shop and drop a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. With that being said, let's get right into it. Let's start off by talking about the price. The Huntsman V3 has 3 options: the Mini, TKL, and full-sized versions. The Mini version goes for $180, the TKL version goes for $220, and the full-sized version goes for $250. In my opinion, this is definitely pretty pricey, but when comparing the cost to other top-tier gaming keyboards such as the Apex Pro and the Wooting 60HE, it's not too far off. As far as the design goes, it does have a plastic case, which for $220, I'd like to see some aluminum on the board, similarly to their Black Widow V4. It also has a pretty simplistic look overall in double-shot PBT keycaps, which are pretty good quality. The TKL and full-sized versions also have a dial and 2 buttons on the top right of the board, which I personally like. Now let's talk about some of the features that are ultimately the reason this keyboard is so expensive. The Huntsman V3 has Razer's Gen 2 analog optical switches, which are super smooth and feel really great when typing in gaming. They also have an adjustable actuation point similar to other competitors on the market, in which you can adjust it from 0.1 to 4mm actuation. It also has rapid trigger mode, which for those of you that don't know, allows you to release and repeatedly press keys at a much faster rate than is possible on your standard keyboard. So far, I've had no issues whatsoever with the rapid trigger mode and think it works really well. The switches also have a 40-gram actuation force, which is incredibly light. I'd also like to mention that Razer does have its own software where you can adjust things like the RGB and the actuation force, and it's super easy to use, which is always a plus. Now comes the question, is this keyboard worth it? In my opinion, as someone who does have the Apex Pro and the Wooting 60HE, this keyboard is definitely a strong competitor and does feel like the fastest in the world. The only reason I'm hesitant to recommend buying it is because of the price tag, so at the end of the day, it depends on how much you're willing to spend. But if you're looking for a top-notch gaming keyboard and aren't too bothered by the price, this is definitely the one to get. That about wraps it up for this video. If you all do have any questions about the board, be sure to drop a comment and I'll do my best to help. Also, be sure to leave a thumbs up if you found this video useful and subscribe if you're new.